off with the big story of the past week, a national crisis with global implications. Somebody shit in the bed in Gwyneth Paltrow's guest house.
According to the Daily Mail, a house guest of Gwyneth Paltrow's Hamptons home suffered, quote, catastrophic diarrhea in bed. The house guest then blamed the disaster on Ozempic before fleeing the property.
Wow. Is one of the side effects of Ozempic not caring about cleaning up the diarrhea you get from Ozempic? Why would you run out after that? If there's anyone who would be sympathetic, it's the woman who tells you to squirt coffee enemas up your butt. And pardon my word choice here, but I want to sit in this mess for just a minute because it brings up an interesting question. When you the bed as visibly and as nationally as this guest did, should you stay in the house? Or is it time to leave? I know that some people would say that the guest just had a bad night. He's a decent man with a lifetime of service as a house guest, and he's earned the chance to stay and clean up his mess. But the thing is, we all know he shit the bed. We can't unsee him shitting the bed. And now every time we see him, we're going to be wondering, is he going to shit the bed again?
Are we still talking about the house guest?
All I'm saying is Gwyneth has every right to be skeptical about inviting this house guest to stay over again for the next 4 years or so.
I mean, it might be too late in the summer to get another house guest.
There's plenty of time to get another house guest.
Okay. But who's to say that another guest might not shit the bed even worse? I mean, sometimes the bed shitter you know is better than the bed shitter you don't.
Maybe, but we should at least be honest about the bed shitting instead of pretending that the bed was never shit in. Otherwise, we're going to delude ourselves into thinking that this is the best house guest we can get, and now all of a sudden it's January and there's a house guest that nobody wanted, and nobody in the house is allowed to get a goddamn abortion.
I'm almost certain we're not talking about the house guest.
No, we're not.
Okay, gotcha. So, Joe Biden shit the bed, and now his campaign is trying to desperately change the conversation back to Joe Biden's opponent.
New reporting today on a plan from President Joe Biden. It's a plan to tie Donald Trump to Project 2025 and focus on what a second Trump presidency could look like.
Democrats have been shouting from the rooftops that this Project 2025 is a blueprint for Trump to gut democracy if he wins.
The DNC purchased 5 new billboards in Miami, tying Trump to Project 2025 today.
The current president, Joe Biden, just tweeted, Google Project 2025.
He wants us to Google it? Kind of phoning in the attack there, aren't you, Joe? Although I'm not entirely convinced Biden wasn't trying to just Google Project 2025. I mean, his next tweet's gonna be, Alexa, how do you win a debate?
But yes, if you haven't Googled it yet, Project 2025 is a 900-page blueprint for Donald Trump's second term. It's basically conservative fan fiction, which could very well become fan reality. And it's full of terrifying proposals that range from burning more fossil fuels to outlawing pornography, which is bad news for people who like to masturbate and horrible news for people who like to masturbate to our flourishing coral reefs. Maybe it's just me, I don't know.